with us from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Rush is on him. The short hands, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. All these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas State.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them. And you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Rice Owls offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Already a Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Let's see if Rice can get it in on first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mims. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Jackson will throw. This time he's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Jackson. Turning it on! Just a tremendous play to wrap up this first quarter for the offense. Boy, that'll give you some options as we start the second. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Oh, they're after him. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, probably.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
Fires to the big fella.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Mims. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback.
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bobcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bobcats! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the left side. There he goes. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Got it in the middle. It's Barnett. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. To the air, it's Jenkins. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give out of the gun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Jackson will throw. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on first down from the 43. On the ground with the counter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They kick it away on fourth down. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Smith. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson gonna throw it. The short hands, it's Evans. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Texas State has the football back and they'll go on offense. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bobcats look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Calls his own number. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively...
Touchdown, Bobcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Now on the option. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
That's caught. It's Turner. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barnett. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Rice rushes to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Looking for the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Jackson will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A great chance to put this game away. Touchdown, Texas State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Rice rushes to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. To throw, it's Jenkins. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. trying to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.